Today I'm going to talk about how screen time is bad for children. It's bad for children in like the 5 and under age group. This is a very big issue, especially in America. It's something that you see everywhere. Here's the thing: the biggest problem is that the screen time itself, like the lights from the backlight of these like phones and TVs and stuff, is bad for your brain. It's bad for your eyes. It's bad for your brain. It's if you overexpose yourself to too much time staring at the screen, it can overdevelop your brain, especially if you're an infant or like that age group. That overexposes their brain. And I read about that in an article from a psychologist and a professional doctor who actually studies this. So this is not just me saying this, like this is real, and overexposure can lead to many issues with future brain networks and social interaction and stuff. It's bad. And it's also bad for the mental, emotional, and the social aspect of it as well. Like it can cause issues with how the child like even has a relationship with anybody, because the most important relationship during development is the parent-child relationship, and if that relationship doesn't properly happen, then when they get older, they can have issues socially and emotionally coping and stuff. It can lead to a lot of issues. The other part of the problem is parents don't notice that this is bad. They don't notice that it's dangerous for the brains of their kids. It's bad for the brain development. And they're replacing, like I said, this parent-child relationship with screen time, whether they realize it or not, whether it's just because they call it a parenting style, or if it's just something that's like unconscious and they do it because it just works, and maybe they just don't realize it. But I have a solution to this. It's really easy, and it doesn't take a whole lot of people to do it, to be honest with you. You make an application for these phones and these TVs, because all these TVs now are smart TVs, pretty much all of them, and they all use applications. Apple's already done this. They have a thing called screen time. You can regulate how much stuff you watch on your phone, or what apps can be used and what can't be used, and it also keeps track of your screen time. This can be done on other operating systems. It can be done on anything. You can program anything that is programmable, which is basically every piece of technology ever made, can have this kind of software. And I think that the pros of it is just that it's not hard. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do, and it's easy to get people together to program, and it's easy to do something when there's a lot of people that are passionate about it as well, because there's a lot of parents that I know personally that care about their kids and them being healthy. And the only con is it takes a little bit of time to do it, because programming takes time sometimes. Now, another idea is educational course that's like a week long or so, orchestrated by people in the local area, and this could be across like America, different local areas with this course, and maybe a teacher who's willing to do it, and some other people who care about the health of their kids in their area and in their schools and stuff, and they want them to have a healthy lifestyle and be healthy, and they want their little ones to grow up healthy. And it could be all for a low, like $30 price tag at the very beginning, just to pay for or a place to do it at. And the only con really is someone being able to be willing and have time, like those together. That can be hard sometimes, but I think that if someone's willing, they would make time. for this solution. Here's my conclusion. So you've heard that this problem with screen time, it's causing issues in America. You see kids walking around with phones in their hands everywhere. They don't even look up. They don't look up. Or there's kids left at home in front of a TV because their parents are busy, or they just consider that to be the way to keep their kid quiet or whatever, and they just leave their kids sitting there, and these kids just staring at the TV, no interaction, they're not doing anything, their brains aren't developing right at all. Parts are being overdeveloped, and then that causes issues later on. And there's that, and then there's parents. Sometimes don't even care, dare I say it, sometimes. But I think that if you want to see change, you have to act. And so the question is, what are you going to do about this situation? The whole thing with my solution about the application and the educational course, all it takes is majority. That's it. People just need to, and a lot of people want this, but you just have to act, and that's all it requires. Thank you.